Hi everyone, it's Jen Seal, and I welcome you to today's practice. Today is a 30-minute class. I'm calling it Floor and Core, which means that all of the postures today are going to be mat-based, so there'll be no standing asana today. It's not a flowy kind of a sequence today. It's really just meant to focus on core engagement, gluteal engagement, kind of working the auxiliary muscles in our legs so that we can, take some of the pressure off of the major muscle groups that are always working so hard for us, right? So lots of core and just all good stuff on the mat, okay? So I think all you're gonna need today is a block or something that you can at one point put between your legs. Again, we're gonna sort of jump right in. So because sometimes we're gonna hold the poses a little bit longer, we have a tendency, what I see and what I feel in myself is a tendency to hold the breath. So just come into a nice comfortable position. Place something under your seat if you need to. Find a nice erect posture. So you want your sitting bones rooting down. You want your spine nice and long. So just take a moment to move around in any way, shape or form that feels right for you until you can come into a nice, comfortable seat. Okay. And once you do, you can close the eyes. You can allow the breath to move slowly in through the nose and out through the mouth for the first few rounds. I feel that just sort of lets go of some internal tension, some internal stress, and makes you fully present to what you're about to experience. So you begin to settle in and you begin to draw your attention inward. Just take a moment to just check in with how you are feeling today, how you're feeling physically, how you're feeling mentally, perhaps emotionally, and then just draw your attention directly to your breath. Okay. You want to feel that breath moving down into, like, beyond your chest. Okay, a lot of people just breathe into their chest. You really want to allow your belly to move outward like a balloon, and then back inward toward the core. The more we can continue the breath with our movement, any movement, any activity, the more oxygen that's going to get into those cells. We want that. Okay. Expanding with the inhale, contracting with the exhale. Do 2 more rounds like that, and you begin to close the mouth. And the time is here. And notice already perhaps how you may have just kind of found a little bit of stillness, a little bit of clarity, a little bit more quietness, a little bit more centeredness. Right? One more last breath in. And release, let it go. And just slowly open the eyes. So let the arms come down by your sides. Just a nice little gentle warm up here since we're going to be getting right into it. And exhale your hands down. 2 more of those. Inhale, feel free to look up. Follow the fingertips up towards the ceiling and exhale them down. Inhale. Breathing with it. Exhale, hands behind the back. Oh, there's my kitty. Move those knuckles down and open the chest. Nice and broad across the collarbones. Maybe lifting the chin upward. Big breath in and exhale it out. Palms come together. Press them forward and round that back. Pull the core in towards the spine. I'm going to say that a lot today. Belly button towards spine. And lift it up. Drop the left hand down. Come into the left side. Body stretch. To the other side. Once again. And to the right. And then windmill those arms and just come into a nice little twist. And just remain here. Head is back. Spine is long. You can look over your right shoulder. Gentle twist. And turn to the other side. Excellent. Come back to center. Okay, so let's get started. Take the block out, place it up toward the front of your mat. We'll kind of use that later. I'm going to actually start on the back here. Like I said, just getting right into it. So stretch yourself out, one nice little long body stretch. And exhale the knees into your chest. Take another breath in. And exhale it out. So just hug your right knee into your chest and let your left foot go nice and long. Just give gentle, just a little stretch here for the right hamstring. Now I'm going to be keeping track today with my phone because we're going to be doing things in intervals of probably like 1 minute for each pose we're doing, which seems like a lot, but I found that it really does help build strength and muscle endurance when you stick with something and just kind of go a little towards your edge, maybe a little farther than normal, right? Good. And then switch to the other side. Pressing your right thigh down, so trying to keep things active today. Be really mindful of what's working. Your core even is working here. You're pushing the belly button in toward the spine. Let's just do one more time. Bring the right knee in and the left heel goes down. All right, now engage your core, okay, and let your left heel come up to a hover. So you can feel that probably in your abdominals right away because you want to take away the little curvature in your lower back. And then switch to the other side. Just breathing in, let the right heel hover and breathing out. So we're going to do it with our breath here. So as I inhale, I'm going to switch it out. Inhale here and push the heel forward, exhale it out. And keep this going. Inhale and switch. So this nice and slow movement is going to keep the core engaged. We're not going to lose it. Keep pressing the belly button down. Keep pushing through your heels. Keep breathing through this process. So you should be exhaling as you push that heel forward, finishing the exhale as you just hover. And again, the other side. Helpful if I was actually paying attention to the clock. There we go. Let's do it 2 more times. Good. Allow the knees to come in for a moment. Place the feet on the mat. This is going to be the counter pose to a few of the poses we're doing here on our back. So lift your arms up overhead, push into your feet, engage your glutes, and lift up towards just this little quick bridge pose. Press into your feet, big toenails pressing down, thighs lifting, hips lifting, chest rising. Breathing in, and slowly come down to breathe out. Hug that right knee into your chest again, left foot hovers, adding on, lifting up the head, nose towards knee. Okay, we're going to do this for a minute. We're just going to keep breathing in and out, switching as we breathe. And if it bothers you in any way, you can always bring your hands to the back of your head. Okay, minute starts now. Okay, remember breathing, pushing through the heel. So I find that my neck does get a little bit tense here in the front. So I'm going to take my hands to the back of my head and keep pushing my belly button down towards my spine. We're almost halfway there. Breathing out, push. Breathing in, switch. Breathing out. So if you have a hard time keeping your belly down and engaged, then push your feet up, more upwards. I know a minute seems like a really long time, right? If you want to take it into some gentle twists here, feel free. Got 10, 9, keep breathing, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, relax. Hands come down. I can bring the knees into the chest for a moment. And then back to that bridge. So feet down, arms reach, engage the glutes. Press the feet down, engage your glutes, and then lift your thighs upward towards the ceiling. Chin slightly towards your chest. So again, big toenails, press down, engage your thighs, engage your glutes. Lift your chest upward. Breathe in. And breathe out. Knees hug in. Take them to a 90-degree angle. Really push the belly button inward, right? And then bring the knees slightly forward, okay? So find that sweet spot where your entire spine is flat on the floor, okay? Arms go down by your sides. Normally, I would say palms up, but palms down today for support as long as it doesn't feel uncomfortable. Take a breath in, and we're gonna hinge to the right. So only hinge halfway. I want you to keep your shoulders plastered onto the mat. So only go as far as your shoulders will allow you. Don't go all the way down to the ground. Breathing in at the top, exhaling halfway. So I'm only gonna go halfway on this side because my shoulders starting to lift. Use your obliques. Again, try not to bring your knees in. You want to keep your core engaged. Knees and hips aligned. Feet or legs at a 90-degree angle. Inhaling, coming back to center. Exhaling to the other side. Inhaling, if you want to extend your legs up towards the ceiling, feel free to do that. Or to extend them out here. It's just super hard for me to do that, but you might be interested in that. It's really challenging to maintain core here. 10 more seconds. Ooh, I can feel those obliques on fire, yeah? Don't hold the breath. 5, you should get one more on each side. 4, 3, pick it back up the center, go to the left, 2, and 1. Pull it back up. Nice work. Knees in and feet down. Arms reach back. Press into the feet, engage your glutes, lift it. Press, press. It's like you have a block between your knees, right? Knees are moving forward, hips are lifting, chest is lifting, and you're breathing. Exhale back down. And then draw the knees into your chest. So roll it right up through, right all the way up, cross your legs. In the middle of your mat, find that beautiful cat-cow position. We'll just do a couple of cat-cows here. So palms underneath shoulders, or wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Take a nice deep breath in, look forward, press the floor away. Exhaling, rounding the back, rounding the belly inward. And 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. And even here, if you're pulling the belly and you're engaging that core to help the breath come out, come into neutral spine. So neutral spine is one where we're not dumping in, right? We're pushing through the shoulders, rounding the upper back, and we're pulling the belly inward, okay, toward the core. Now, we're going to do balanced table here. So the left arm goes forward, right foot goes back. And just like we did before, push through the heels, pull the belly in, and engage the thigh. Toes are down. Take a breath in, exhaling it, hugging it in. So you've got to use your core to pull the knee in towards your right shoulder, right elbow. The left fingertips reach out. Hug the elbow in towards your left side, and the right knee towards right elbow. Inhale, 3 more. Exhale. Here is core. Here's glutes, core, glutes, 1 more for good measure, core, and glutes. All right, 30 seconds on the other side. Let's go. Right arm forward, left foot back, engage, pull, hug it. Breathing in. Push through the foot. So when we do both sides, it's only 30 seconds on each side. Halfway there. Keep breathing. Again, glutes, core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And a counter pose here, knees wide. Sink back towards child's pose. Or you can keep your hips lifted, turn your palms up, forehead down. Big breath in, big sigh, breath out. Nice job. Come back up to tabletop pose, okay? Same thing, but both hands are on the, hands stay on the mat. You can extend your right foot back, okay? Again, try not to turn the toes out, turn them down. and push through the heel. So you're kind of drawing your toes towards your shin. Not hardcore, just think of that pushing through the heel thing. Pull the belly in, okay? And then bend that right foot. Now right away, bending it and keeping it held up like this, your right glute feels it already, right? Well, it's pulsed here, all right? So we've held it for a little while now. I'm just gonna let you do 20 seconds here, okay? Pulsing, heel lifts. That's all you're doing. Don't let your belly drop down. Make it all about the glute. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Knees wide. It's okay to make noises. Oh, step back. Let it relax. Move a little side to side. Maybe let your elbows come down. Big breath in, big breath out. So less talking on this side and more doing, okay? Left leg back, toes down, bend the knee. Ready? Pull the belly in, go. 30 seconds. So don't try to rush it. You just want to feel it enough. And you want to make sure your belly is pulling in, and again, your shoulders there are nice and broad at the top. Halfway there. You probably don't have to do these for a minute, right? Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, that's not gluteal engagement. I don't know what is. One breath in. You rotate the wrists around here if you'd like. We're going to be on them again. Plant those hands. Our favorite pose. I know it. I know it. You know it. Beautiful high plank, right? You knew it was coming. So right foot back, left foot back. Right away, head back. Nice long alignment. Broad across the back, belly in, tailbone down. We're here for a minute, but 15-second intervals. You can drop your knees down for a moment and then lift them back up. Okay, ready? Then it starts now. I'll be watching the clock, so I'm going to rely on you to just breathe, okay? We can do hard things. Knee down, breathe in, lift back up. Knees down, the 30-second mark halfway, lift. If you bring your knees down now, last time, you can do it. Lift, so feel everything working now. Last 15 seconds. Thighs are lifting, glutes are engaged, core is on, engaged, your arms are on fire. 3, 2, 1, knees down. Let's just bring our arms back this time and stretch out chest. Gently roll your neck and shake it out. All right, so same thing, but we're gonna do side plank, and we only have to hold side plank on each side for 30 seconds, okay? So get yourself set up. Again, shake out your wrists. You get about 10 seconds to get ready. Big breaths in and out. Remember, we're not holding the breath here, okay? Ready? 5, 4. Let's get into good position. 3. If you're modifying, bring your left knee down and reach it up like that. But if you're doing that, lift your right leg up. Try and do that, okay? So here we go. Shift onto your left side and be here. Feel free to play if you'd like. You can lift your right leg up. If you want to work inner thighs, right now it's your left, right? Your left hip is lifting, so your outer thigh is working. 10 more seconds. Right? Make sure you're not having all your weight on your palms, so maybe shift a little bit forward. Make sure your fingertips are working as well. And switch right to the other side. Right hand down, left arm lifts, right knee down if you're modifying today. You can look up, you can look neutral or look down. I'm looking down so I can see the clock. You're halfway there, keep lifting the hips, the right hip lifts. You're engaging the thighs, your core, your glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down. Knees down. Again, if you're here, you want to rotate your wrists around, you can be here. And take your hands behind your back. If that feels good, to counter pose by squeezing the shoulder blades. And maybe looking up. So we're not just strengthening our core and our glutes, right? Obviously, these are strengthening our shoulders as well. It's challenging us in all of the things. All right. So I'm going to go into downward facing dog, and we're going to come forward, do one push-up, as much as you can do, as far as you can go, and then going back to down dog, okay? So find your downward facing dog. Curl the feet a couple of times, get into a beautiful down dog. You bend the knees, lift your hips up, go nice along your spine. Make sure your hands are wide enough so that you can create space for your shoulders. Take a big breath in here to prepare. Again, all these are for 1 minute. Come forward, high plank. So the push-up here is going to be elbows hugging in by your side and going down as far as you can, maybe touching your knees down, and then pushing right back up. Pull the core in and up, back to downward dog. This is with your breath. Inhale, exhale, push back up, inhale, exhale, down dog. So how many of these can you do in 1 minute? If you want to challenge yourself even more, if you feel strong, you're building strength, you're already needing more challenge, then you can come all the way down, touch your chest down, but not your belly, push back up, and then push back. And you can do that as well with your knees on the mat. Good, 15 seconds. Let's get a couple more in. Pull. If your belly touches down, you need to put your knees down or not go so far. So you might be just here. Totally fine with that. Last one. Get one more in. Let's do it. You can do hard things, right? Touch, press. These are hard for me too, you guys, really hard. Woo. Knees down. Those are going to help you, okay? Build strength in those arms for our chaturangas, for our vinyasas, for our sun salutations, right? It's important with strength building stuff to give yourself a break between sets or poses, right? So 5 seconds, 10 seconds, good enough. You want to keep that, that sweat going. You want to keep that movement going. So now, I know we're tired up here, but this is the point. We have to continue to build on tired arms or tired legs to build strength, endurance. So we're going to come back to that plank position. We're going to do, come down to forearm. So okay, forearm push-ups, okay? Now, if you need to keep your knees down, keep your knees down to do this, I'm totally fine with that. You can start up here and see how many you can do. It looks like this. And no worries, my friends, we really only have 10 more minutes to go, so you're almost there. Okay, ready? Let's start at the top. Now I'm going my right forearm down first, and then my left, and then the last 30 seconds we'll go left to right, okay? All right, let's start now. Right, left, right, left. If these are slower for you, it's okay. Do as much as you can do in the time given, okay? 15 more seconds on this side. Keep your core in, all the things, even your butt, thighs are lifted. One more. If this is hard, go to the other side, left arm down. It should be hard, especially as we go. But if you keep doing this kind of stuff, making sure you have strength built into your other activities that you like to do, you'll be doing those activities even better, going farther, right? Getting more steps, whatever your goal is. Oh my God, I think one more, we gotta do it. See, I'm not going fast. Whew. Knees down. Think back, I'm sweating. Ooh, my heavens. Shake out those shoulders. Again, this just feels good for me as a counter pose. All right, last one here, last one where we're on our wrists, okay? You're gonna do a modified side plank. So for those of you who did it before, you can do it again. So bring your hands down, left hand slightly forward, left knee underneath that left hip, and you can reach the arm up here if you're building strength in your shoulders. If that doesn't feel good, you can keep it here at your hip, but we are going to lift this right leg up. This glute is engaged. Okay, you're pushing through the heel. You just keep lifting. So we're here for 30 seconds, right? So we have both sides. I'm going to choose to bring my right arm up. I'm feeling my shoulders working here. And if you want to pulse here, that's going to make it even more difficult. Only 15 more seconds. You can do anything. 15 seconds. If you feel cramping like I do, stop for a moment. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go right to the other side. I'm going to flip around. Your right knee is down. Right hand is forward. Left leg lifts up. And again, you could stay here or pulse it. Push into the heel, engage your core. So the core, right? You're thinking about your butt. You're not thinking about your core. The core needs to be in. Good. 15 more seconds. And if it bothers you to do the pulses, then just stay here. Just see what you can do. If you're shaking like me, good for you. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Turn back around like I was before. All right. Little tiny back bend here. Release the glutes and you sit back. Inch forward. Nice job. All right. One more in the back. Take a block. All right. So coming back to that bridge pose again, I want you to push the belly. So if I lift my belly up like I'm going into, like cow pose, right? You know that. If you feel like it's coming underneath your back, pull it down until you feel your whole spine touching the mat, okay? If you're squinching the shoulders, take your arms up and just move a little side to side. Now keeping this, put the block between your knees, bring your heels so that they are just about, inner hip width apart. If you reach down, you can sort of feel the back of your heels. Now, I want you to notice right here, your glutes probably are just hanging out, right? The core might be engaged, and I want you to squeeze the block. I want you to engage your glutes. Push into your feet, lift the hips up. So imagine you've got a nut okay, between your cheeks. You do not want to drop it. Okay, so pull. You're almost like drawing the energy up into your pelvis. You're squeezing the glutes. You can feel it. You can poke it if you want, right? Your knees are moving forward. Your arms can be down. Your arms can be by your side. Your arms can be goalpost arms, whatever you need to do. I'm watching the clock, sort of. All right, you got 30 more seconds. If you need to disengage just for a moment, do that, but then come right back up and feel it all over again. I mean, I can feel, because my hips, my heart is above my head, that I can feel my face and you get a little bit red. So you want to make sure you're still breathing in, lifting. 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm going to reach my arms overhead. You can come with me. 6, begin to lower. 5, 4, 3, middle back. 2, lower back. 1, and release the glutes. And then you can move your legs side to side. Little massage there for the glute muscles. Now, if you feel a little sore tomorrow because you totally focused on, getting a good booty, right? Good gluteal engagement, then you did a good thing today. All right. Put the block down. Just a gentle stretch. Just reach the arms back behind. And bring those knees into your chest. Roll a little side to side. Let's tug that right knee in again. Let the left foot go all the way down. Let it be soft. Take that right knee across the body. Ooh, if you want to massage your own butt there, Work your way down into the muscles that may be a little bit sore. This is a nice stretch. You can really take your right knee kind of upward towards the shoulder and just feel just a nice stretch in that right glute. Plus it's a nice twist, right? This feels good anyway. Take it back to center and do the other side. Feels good not to have the engagement. It's not necessary when you're stretching out, right? You want to release, you want to understand the difference. Take it over to the right side. Hey, my friend. Hey, my furry friend. Plop, plop. Are you here to play? Okay, so I'm taking a hold of my right hand onto that left knee and just sort of gently pressing it down and then gently move it up towards my right shoulder. And I am going to take my finger, run it along the line. Okay, I'm licking my hair. So I'm going to press into the muscle there, into my glute, just to sort of, you know, a little self-massage, if you will. Just kind of giving the muscle permission to release and then come back to center. Roll over onto your right side. So again, this is just a nice 30-minute practice today. It's not a flow. I mean, we're not needing to come into any kind of meditative posture at the end. We're just going to come in together to close. Take a nice deep breath in. Let it out. Let your arms reach up. And again, take them behind you. Good. Gentle stretch to your left. Gentle stretch to your right. Ending with a twist. And a twist to the other side. And come back to center. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this 30-minute sequence today on floor and core. Yeah, I hope you had a great day. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.